field is slowed down while Lacey gets out from under. How did Lacey ever get in there in the first place? Wonderful, he can still smile.
For a start, Chris, here's the starter ready with the Confederate flag to drop down there. The flag is down and action takes place early. Riley Hassler, car 39 against the fence in a big style, a big tangle here before the race actually gets underway. Jay Thomas, number 25 involved there. The red number 11, that's J.T. Putney. Other cars there, car 46, Roy Bain. David Pearson has grabbed the lead from Buddy Baker, but we've got a
3 wide, look out, contact the 88, he's around, hits the wall once, another car spinning down the backstretch. That's Brian Scott, Ryan Truex, Brad Keselowski, he's involved. There's Almirola again into the wall.
You see Denny Hamlin and Clint Boyer there, side by side.
Yeah, it looks like Denny, Denny is really kind of not giving Clint much room, forced him up into the side of, in the back of Almirola. Look at this hit.
And that was Kyle that got into the back of the 11. Wow, what a lick.
Man.
Lifted the whole car right up off all four.
Boyer, look at the damage. 31, Ryan Newman, the 96 of Jeffrey Earnhardt. Man, look at the 14 car. I looked up out the window and saw both cars going up the banking.
What the hell happened there?
Oh, man. It's very clear to me the 31 was coming to pit road.
Coming out of turn 4, backs into the wall hard. The filler neck to the fuel cell breaks loose. Gas spills all over. The car catches on fire. Fortunately, Ward was able to get out okay.
2 car lengths. A puff of smoke over the lip of the track. Number 23 with Iron Mike McGill spun through the wall and down the embankment. Living up to his nickname, Iron Mike is not seriously injured.
Got into the left rear quarter panel, the 43 car of Christian Fittipaldi. Looks like what started it. This won't be a good view. This is onboard Michael Waltrip.
What's up, guys?
Not a whole lot he can do on
We'll
that.
try to make it here on pit road.
Trouble, Jeff Gordon, Johnny Benson, Ken Schrader, and Casey Mears. Dave Blaney did it also. That's turn 3 and 4.
Well, Jeff Gordon's bad luck continues. Kenny Schrader had a good run going in the lead lap.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson, the leader. Bouncing off Michael Waltrip's car as he slows for the caution. Did he get the grill on it?
He might have.
Let me see here.
Gordon around. Don't know why. Wow, look at Benson get punched up in the air by Schrader.
And Kenny
Kenny almost missed it.
Almost missed it.
There's a spill on turn 1. A car's on its roof. It's Bub Strickler's Ford. You saw the sparks from the metal against the track surface. And there's Strickler walking away, a tribute to NASCAR safety precautions.
Oh, he brought him down slow, Rick. Oh, Bobby Hamilton Jr. gets spun around. Bobby Hamilton Sr. takes over the junior line, and problems behind them. David Runeman hitting very hard into the side of the 59 of Bobby Hamilton Jr.
Bobby Jr.'s moving around.
He's taking a net down.
See if we can pay him back and see if Runeman's okay in there.
And hard hit in turn 3.
48 car.
And A.J. Allmendinger, Jimmy Johnson, and A.J. hard up into the wall in 3.
Boy, look at that thing.
Now the caution had already come out when that happened, and
look at that
48
thing.
is junk.
I have never seen a 48 car torn up quite like that. She is. Oh, here comes a.
Jimmy Johnson just nowhere to go. The 43 car of Allmendinger just coming back up the racetrack right in front of him.
That is a huge hit.
So the caution apparently was for Conway into the wall.
Yeah, look at
Not sure
Allmendinger.
why Allmendinger was so far down on the racetrack.
That's brutal right there, man. That is a hard lick.
Ernie Irvan and Ken Schrader, which involved a lot of other cars eventually.
This had been going on for 2 laps. These guys have been side by side for 2 laps. And we've talked all day. This racetrack is tough. It's too tough to tame. And you just can't do it. We see Ernie got a little bit sideways. He bumps Schrader. They spin. There, Sterling Mullen runs in the back of the 6 car. And then he also hits the 4 car. Meanwhile, Jeff Bodine, they ran in the back of him, but he came through with not too much damage. Also, Morgan Shepherd, Dale Earnhardt, Brett Bodine. That looks like Bobby Hillin.
A ferocious crash in the back straightaway off turn number 2. Tony Stewart, the leader around. Mark Martin's in it. Ward Burton's in it. One car got completely sideways and the track was blocked. Look at the damage to Schrader's car. He is climbing out. His teammate Johnny Benson is involved. Kurt Busch, you see his damaged car. And the leader, Stewart, caught up in it.
Mark Martin. And 24 cars got damage on the right side. I don't know how bad it is. I don't think it's real bad, but he scraped along the side of Tony Stewart.
Dave Blaney and Ward Burton are the other cars involved. Jeff Gordon, I believe he got a little right side damage as he drove through there.
He got into the back side of Stewart's, but it didn't look that bad.
But he did get through.
I don't think he hurt his cars cosmetically. Buckshot got in trouble.
He was sideways off turn 2, got loose, and Tony Stewart just came up on him so fast, nowhere to go. There's where Jeff Gordon got the damage. Sterling Marlin gets through, and Bill Elliott gets through.
Oh,
and there's the hit.
Goodness.
Spencer just pile drove Stewart's car. There you see Ward Burton get caught up in it, and a host of cars on the outside.
That was another view. Just see Buckshot Jones in the 44 get
There was
sideways.
so much smoke that Spencer and those guys just could not see. There's all the smoke out there. So watch, these guys are coming here and they can't see. They're coming out of the smoke. It's like coming out of a bank of fog.
Wow, what a hit.
Oh, my goodness.
And at that speed, Darrell, from 300 feet away, what can you do?
Well, there's nothing. You're at just the mercy of the track.
The pace on the first turn is almost unbelievable. It's Junior Johnson in 75. He's getting out. There's a fire under the hood. Earlier this year, Junior drove a modified stock car to a new track record over the 200-mile distance here at better than 105 miles an hour. He's really modified this number 75. He'll need a new car and a new shirt.
Johnson roars out of the pits as the leaders sweep into the first turn. Look out! A car is into the wall. It's Johnny Allen, Pontiac number 46. The driver is hanging upside down, held by his seatbelt and shoulder harness. He's out of the car. He's all right. Out of there fast.
A cloud of dust, 30 feet of missing guardrail. One car unaccounted for, another crippled. Then a gas tank torn loose from the disabled car by the shock of collision is crushed by another car and ignites. In seconds, a chain of events that can lead to disaster confronts every driver hurtling into the corner. The missing car is Bill Brown's. It pitched over a 26-foot embankment and lies wrecked, although the driver is all right. There's Flynn. He's out of danger.
Wow, front stretch. Huge crash for Robert Presley. And he hit that wall. Here they come back for the line. Through the accident scene. Everybody eases off. Robert getting out of that car in a hurry. Yep. He's got the Hans device on. And obviously got hit by Terry Labonte. Yep, he drifted up way high up coming out of 4, and it looked like he may have bounced off the wall across the front of Terry's car. Hard to tell by that angle, but there was a battery or something flying across the track. The car almost went over, too.
Suddenly, 2 tons of automobile traveling 115 miles an hour disappears from sight. An oil slick on the first turn and a missing guardrail torn out in a previous accident was a combination Jack Smith couldn't handle. Although number 47 is completely wrecked, the driver walked away. The hours of competition that make new cars old in a single afternoon are taking their toll.
Wait for, there's it goes. The car's going to run into him head on.
Oh! Number 14, the car involved, Ronnie Silver. And he just simply couldn't get out of the accelerator fast enough and get to the inside of the track, and he made heavy.
Park and Larry Foyt.
What in the world?
I believe Foyt's a lap down because he made that penalty stop. I believe he was down to the inside trying to run up to the front on the double up on 1 to go.
That's what they were doing, and I don't know what happened, but
and I believe Park was trying to scrub his tires. He zigged and Park zagged, and ouch.
This is unbelievable.
Some tore up race cars for a yellow.
Watch the top of your screen. You're going to see the purple car come into the picture. There's Foyt trying to get his way up to the front of the pack. Oh, Park got hit.
Oh, man.
Who's the yellow car behind Park?
Bad timing. Look at this.
Is that Dan Pardis?
Looks like
no. Park just spun. He just lost it.
Either something obviously had to break on that car, or something for the car to turn left that hard. He didn't just lose it.
Through the rail in the first turn. It's Pagan. Pagan blew a tire, smashed through the guardrail, and rolled down the 40-foot embankment. Signals from the safety crews slowed the race. Pagan's car rolled end over end after blasting through the heavy steel retaining fence, yet Pagan is unhurt.
Into the pit wall. It's Sam McQuagg. McQuagg is out of his car. He looks to be all in one piece. In all my days of racing, I never saw anything like that crash. Yarborough's trying to pass. They're in deep trouble. Cale Yarborough's over the wall. He never even touched the guardrails. He sailed down that 40-foot slope. McQuagg slides through the infield. Leroy Yarborough was clipped as he tried to avoid the collision. His trunk lid was torn off. Sure glad I wasn't close when it happened. The pit crews, half a mile away, know something's wrong, but no one knows what. That's McQuagg's crew hoping that Sam will come around, but knowing deep in their souls that he should be here by now. Cale Yarborough's mechanic, Banjos. That car he so carefully put together lies at the bottom of a hill, 100 feet outside the guardrail.
Racetrack and various different events on 3 occasions, and Buddy Davis. Oh, and action, the big action, let him go. One of the cars, Ralph Jones, and look at the impact. Ralph Jones really getting knocked. The driver himself, he's got his head forward. The car's caught in fire. It's smoking. It's not a petrol fire, it's an oil fire, because you can see that.
Straight away, and Jackie, I think you'd better get down there and see if we can find out from anybody what really happened. Also, Lenny Pond's car is up against the retainer wall. He seems to be okay, but they're trying now to get the fire out. Also, a little fire takes place at the rear. Rookie driver Ralph Jones has been taken out of his car. He is conscious, we understand. And now they will take him to the ambulance and immediately take him to the field hospital. And if his injuries are too extensive, of course, they'll fly him by helicopter on into Florence. But he's sitting up, Jackie. He looks, for a crash like that, he looks pretty good.
I think he's a very lucky man.
Had a bunch of bad wrecks down at Darlington. Got to going too hard in one corner, and I'd run into the wall and messed the front end up. I run, I don't know, 8 or 10 more laps and had got the car back up to speed.
Golly, come off of 4 and
But a crash on the home stretch, a car upside down.
And that's
a
Richard
blue
Petty.
car, it is Richard Petty.
I jumped off the score stand and started running as fast as I could.
I was working in the booth with Jim McKay for ABC. The position that he was in, it looked like blood coming out. It was a scary scene.
At that time I used to run with a rag in my mouth. Well, them rags got to coming out the windows and stuff and looked terrible. I think the TV camera said, you know, get away from that. He's coming apart inside that car.
And he certainly appears to be unconscious. The pit crew running out. This could be a very bad accident to one of the best-known race drivers in the world.
he's laying upside down, just hanging there. I guess his head pretty close to the roof, and his arms just limp against the roof. And you know, I think he's left us. You know, and here come a fireman up and sets a fire extinguisher on one of them that takes the oxygen out of the air. Maurice like to kill him because there was no fire, and heck, we had to get back, you know, till it cleared. So we get a hold of him best we can and unhook the seat belt, and Lord have mercy, he must have weighed 190 pounds, and here he comes, you know. So we know he is alive. They put him on a stretcher and back of a station wagon, take him to the Enfield Hospital.
He's in the ambulance, and Richard Petty will be rushed to the hospital.
Jim, that's Maurice Petty, Richard's brother, riding in the back of the ambulance as we see it going into the track hospital.
He tells me that he don't remember hitting the inside wall because he's already knocked out.
Cloud Hospital, which is in Florence. And so I got in with them, and I went on to the hospital.
In the front seat, you see Richard's wife, Linda, sitting in the center of the front seat in the white dress, and of course very much concerned. Standing right alongside me is Richard's brother, Maurice. Maurice, it happened so fast, I doubt if you know what happened, but what is Richard's condition, could you tell?
Well, he's laying there talking now. Looks like his left arm. It's either sprung real bad or broke, and they're cutting his uniform away to get into him. His head's beat on, bloody, and his eyes hurt a little bit. He'll be all right, though.
But he is talking.
Yeah, he's talking. He knows everybody.
You look pretty beat yourself.
Long run.